Well, what do ye know? It's the Mystery Fund. 42. Ope Intuit. Greetings, Ryan Walters. Greetings. Let's take a look at who you play with. Interesting material. Very interesting material. Tempting. Do you think? Because sweet, young, hocus-pocused hokum breather, you disgusting Nazi, you are a Ku Klux coward. Let's take a look. Shall we peruse the material? I'm ready. Are you? Huh. Twixter, huh? Our system is broken. And wokeness. Wait a minute. Woke is love thy neighbor as thy loves thyself. Why would Elon Musk be targeting the mission of Christ? What in the far beyond mental health issue is wrong with Elon Musk if he is part of this sickness targeting empathy, targeting human kindness? I mean, he's targeting the message of Christ. I wonder, is Ryan not who he says he is? I wonder, is Ryan entirely compromised and essentially a Ku Klux cuck, a man who will do harm as a groomer of children by design and intent? Is there anything that shows us one drop of integrity amidst mountains of evidence that Ryan Walters is simply a shiny and preened pedophile, rapist, and indoctrinator into terrorism, into white supremacist patriarchal terror, and working to hand job the president-elect into giving him more power than he already has? Ryan Walters is a deeply sick individual. And what we have here is a failure to communicate, because let's take a look. Let's take a look. What is this world you're in here, Ryan? Huh. That's interesting. This, Ryan, is really interesting material that you associate yourself with. The level of contempt that you show the children you are grooming into subservience and vulnerability to your white pedophile rings of sex traffickers and your torturers of brown people. We need to actually get down to business here. We need to disassemble the rings of sex trafficking amongst Catholic priests that Ryan Walters guards with his life. We need to get down to business about talking about Donald Trump's best friend for 15 years. and how Ryan Walters seems to be Epstein 2, or auditioning for the role. Point out anything that's a loose thread, because I think I'm weaving. And I think it's germane. I think my weave is slightly different than a falsehood. I think that I'm pulling together threads and following a story, following a ball of yarn. And a ball of yarn, Ryan, when you are leading yourself out of a labyrinth by following the thread, and you come to a clutching collection, a ball of yarn is called a clue. And no one is as stupid as you want us to. This is one call to you. Surrender! Step back from the children of this nation. Step back from the minds. You are an anti-educator. You are a harm particle of Hitler's malice, boy. And you are dismissed. Go away, get therapy, and apologize as you resign. Apologize for your pedophilic predation upon the children of Oklahoma, you disgusting Ku Klux Klan, violent Nazi terrorist infiltrator. The Confederacy was conquered, not just beaten, killed. And it is your responsibility to handle and heal, or if need be, kill your cancer, Ryan Walters. It's your responsibility. And it is clear, Ryan, that you are not doing that. It's clear that you are embracing it. Cancer tells you that you like the party. Cancer tells you your leg really wants to yum, yummy, give up somey. And then you're a mummy. Cancer has its own tummy. That's not your yummy, chummy. It acts the same way with the cancer of intolerance. It seems like it's part of the party, and it wants to spread. And it will spread throughout your head, and then it will spread out of your head. It is cancer. It's handy that the Ku Klux Klan stacked 3 Ks to let us put a hard K on the top of the anti-dancer. But we are all the dancer, and Ku Klux Klan answer is not. There is not a Ku Klux Klan answer to humanity. There is only a weapon to kill humanity. So we disassemble humanity from the particle that has your throat and your balls and whatever else you do on the other side of your moat. But you are still a member of the human race. So you are instructed to deal with your cancer and then get therapy. It may be an ongoing process, but you are not a safe adult. You're not a safe adult for anyone. Watch how you smile. When people bring up serious concerns about your predatory, Orwell speak, and disgusting patriarchal terrorism. You are a bigot, and you are wrong for leadership because you are wrong. You are a wronger. and an otherer, and you bring lynch mob. So the answer, Ryan, from the New Colossus is no! No! Absolutely not. If you want to bring people peaceably into the streets to come and cuddle you to jail, we will gently cuddle you. You will never have been so wonderfully swaddled and given peach blossoms and yummy crumpets and interesting magazines to read along the journey. But no one is going to let you drink blood, boy. No one is going to let you fondle more kids' genitals, boy. So walk away and walk towards therapy. No! That is how you deserve to be talked to. You are a crazy, racist, transgenociding Nazi, patriarchal terrorist, standing on top of dead women. Go get help for your mental health catastrophe that you have become. Get out of the street. Get out of that office. Get out of the street. Nazi! We see you. And white supremacy is not okay. It really is interesting. It really is interesting, the company you keep. This is the richest man in the world. Is that supposed to be John? Is that supposed to be Christ? Is that supposed to be Elon Musk trying not to, quote, buy? Have you ever seen anything more disrespectful and disregarding of people? It only gets worse. It doesn't get more. It only gets worse. But this shows contempt has a store. And it shows that you are on the dance floor of that store. Boy. Rancid rapist. Rancid stealer of women's human rights. Rancid, disgusting Jeffrey Dahmer, blood-licking terrorist. How dare you? You are a bad human being. There's nothing wrong with sexuality, but look at what we're talking about in terms of levels of disregard and dehumanization, of sacrilege, of disrespect for religion. So is that what the opposite of what Elon calls the woke mind virus is? This is the antidote to the woke mind virus? Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. That seems accurate for the total abandon from reason, the moral and ethical catastrophe of the Nazi Elon Musk. You are a party to this disgusting calamity. You are a party to this disgusting, smirking Nazi boy. You are a disgusting failure of humanity. You are a disgusting, spoiled, entitled rapist. It is time for you to disassemble yourself from power, and we're going to help. I want to make sure that you have a chance to know that you're on the air with public displays of affection.
6 the feet of separation. 6 degrees of separation. 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. 6 the feet of separation. He didn't mean to cause a panic.
Are you not a part of it?
Didn't
What
mean
incel
to
nightmare are you not?
cause a panic.
What incel rape fantasy are you not a part of?
Can
Walters.
plan and plan quick.
Because very clearly,
didn't mean to cause a panic. He meant to draw iceberg Titanic.
This is who you
He didn't mean to cause a panic, yet 6 the feet of separation. 6 the feet of separation. 6 the feet of separation.
This is lynch mob.
The Nazis lost in World War II.
Is lynch mob. You're not speaking with facts. You're speaking
As
with
Ally radar read their crew, and what we knew was probably due. The great American wall builder said, I know what to do. I can use you. Just let it through. He didn't mean to cause a panic. He didn't mean to cause a panic. Yet 6 the feet of separation. 6 the feet of separation. 6 the feet of separation. To guard a tree and leave a stump. I don't perceive a guardian to guard a tree and leave a stump. I don't perceive a guardian to guard a tree and leave a stump. I don't perceive a guardian to guard a tree and leave a stump. That's not what I call guardian. You embody at Trump. card, your father's suit. You're a real card, your father's loot. It's not the thing you swear upon. It's what your heart was. It's what your heart was. It's what your heart will not abandon. It's what your heart won't abandon. It's what your heart won't abandon. It's how your word becomes action. It's that your words an honest one. How long must you menace us? You do doubt the new Colossus. You're a real card. You're a real card. You're a real card. 6 feet of separation. 6 feet of separation. 6 feet of separation. 6 feet of separation.
Interesting company indeed. There is no more disgusting mind of predation in America right now. There are equals. M is as hair-raising, harrowing, and disgusting as Ryan. Marjorie Taylor Greene is certainly as disgusting as Ryan. These are terrible, violent, coercive people. You know them by their destructive language, by their warping of Jesus Christ's message of kindness to serve the rich and the powerful white men who like to rape their way and in their time and have it celebrated. Ryan is a disgusting predator. And he needs help. You need help, Ryan. Not enabling. It's truly sad that we have abandoned you to this sad state of affairs. No one should be abandoned like you to wallow without better guidance and partnership with humanity. We have let you wander far from the flock. Boy, it's truly our shame that we have let you come to such a state of cloaked, smiling, cologned, insured evil. No one should trust a word that you say, because you are part of a group of people who clearly are operating in cognizance with those who may have indeed knowledge that could lead us at long last. And we've been looking for generations, but we've definitely been looking for the last 9 years. And you seem to be a part of a gang of organized crime so massive and terrible that it could be only led by the one, the only pernicious donor of the falsehood. Who has donned the falsehood? We may never know, but it's possible that you do. It's possible that you are indeed able to possibly identify the figure in this image. And if you, Ryan, or anyone in America, or indeed in the sound of my voice in this cast, have any information leading to the identity of the falsehood, it is time to come forward, and you will be protected. Humanity knows how to take care of humanity. We don't have many images to go on of the falsehood, but their calling card, of course, is everywhere. Certainly everywhere. And who, of course, has not themselves been struck? Who among us has not themselves found the hokum of falsehood woven about us? Who has donned the falsehood? I think Ryan. If you have any information about this, it's best for your health and happiness and your own pursuit of happiness. Are you able to identify the person in this sketch? This was captured in the middle of a speech that contained distortions, but when the speaker was later questioned about this, they informed us it was a falsehood. And once again, we knew the falsehood had struck. But in the moment of flux, a shutter caught this, or someone caught it and got it down somehow. And thus we have an impression and for all we know, it could be an impression of you. Because will the other boot drop? And when? Well, Ryan, Bootfall has begun. Are you walking to therapy now? Because the footfall should sound like you're heading to therapy. The footfall should show us that you're there by quarter 3. The footfall should show us you give up. There, sad Nazi. The fall should tell us your footfalls are leaving now. So we're free. The fall should be far enough that anyone can see that working to cheat Americans of presidency will break the one who does that, because the fall breaks the W and the E that make we family. The unity of this union is being attacked by Nazis like Ryan Walters. And it's possible, Ryan. It's entirely possible that you may get in the way. You may get in the way of happiness coming. There's so much hokum everywhere. I mean, it's just flooding in. It's coming in over the edges of the doorways. The hokum is indeed thick, Ryan, and you are thick with it. Maybe start to step back from this strange mythic. Perhaps the hokum that is becoming perceptible as that, and mostly just that, points the way to an opening. Perhaps you are sensing a clue, a ball of yarn that gathers and tells you a way out of the labyrinth. You, Ryan Walters, have found yourself into. Maybe it's time. Maybe, Ryan, you have the courage to interrogate the falsehood, because enslavement was that bad, and allowing M, Stephen Miller, and Tom Homan, and the rest of you Gestapo Nazi thugs to, quote, deport people will mean millions of murdered people and millions of new slaves. And that's the that you're after, like a hungry cat. You mean to enslave people who are browner than you, light beige boy. You see, we are all brown. You are just part of a clutch of the lighter among us who decided to break human crown. You are a damaged particle. And therapy is waiting for you. It's really your only hope. Help you, only you can know me. I'm my only hope. Help me, only one can own me. I'm my only hope. You see, we're having an episode here. I'm having kind of an episode. I just needed to let you know. And I realized I'm having an episode. And so are you. This is the end for you. You are now beginning your healing process. However long it takes, the realization that you have excluded yourself from the Hitler particle and have begun a new trajectory towards light that might even actually contain genuine piety towards Christ. I mean, anything is possible. And you are part of human family, even though you're trying to destroy and eat a large part of us. Even though you are trying to make child breakfasts of sex slave romper rooms for white men like J.D. Vance and Donald Trump and Rupert Murdoch. It is abominable. And you don't have to be enslaved in being an enslaver. And you don't have to keep a grip on power that is unjust. And therapy is coming for you. Believe me, they're already looking at your profile.